Good morning, friends. I'm Purple Orchid, and I've been trying to review the book by Susan Jeffers, a book that I have found absolutely wonderful. It opened my eyes to me, a person who feared an awful lot when I was growing up, and I couldn't understand why this terror and fear was inside me over things that I couldn't control. And thankfully I now accept what is, and have to accept what is, because there is no other choice. Things do happen, and it's learning how to deal with the things that happen to you, and whatever happens to you, it's how you deal with it and what you do with it. So that's why I'm going to review this. It's Susan Jeffers, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Copyright was 2007 for this book and published by Vermilion. Susan talks about fear keeping us from experiencing life the way we should. And she breaks it down into 3 levels. Level 1 are the things that happen to us that we can't do anything about. Age, children leaving home, natural disasters, illness, accidents. The second layer of fear she talks about is not situation orientated. It's things like rejection, vulnerability, failure, loss of image. So this is to do with the way we feel inside and our sense of self. Level 3, I can identify with this immensely. It gets down to the nitty-gritty, the biggest fear of all, when you say, I can't handle it. I just can't handle it. Susan Jeffers says that if you knew you could handle it and handle anything that came your way, what could you possibly fear? And she says the answer is nothing. She suggests we have to diminish fear and develop trust in our ability to handle whatever is handed to us. She lists an example as a mum who shouts to her child as he's leaving to go to school, please be careful. And underneath that is a second level, and it's a level I can understand fully. You're actually saying, don't let anything happen to you, because I couldn't handle it if it did. She suggests that the aim is to give ourselves a higher level of confidence. Sometimes we've seen people, and I have witnessed people who have dealt with the most horrendous life situations, and they are handling it, and they send the message to everyone else, you will be able to handle this. Now, a lot of people who are sitting there listening to this saying, you know, they may have cancer, they may have been told the most dreadful news, and I'm not saying that, you know, I think it's something that you should just brush over and say, oh, I'll be able to handle this. No, this book is suggesting that it gives you the tools. And all I want to do is to review it. If it helps you, that's fantastic. And as you go through the book, it will describe situations and tools to help it. I'm just reviewing it because it was a tremendous help to me. And I know people suffer dreadfully and are suffering fears. And I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing behaviours in people that I never thought was possible. People are being so cruel to one another. people are reacting to other people's comments. In the bigger picture, other people's comments don't really matter. Other people think about things and think about us or react to us, but most of these people are sitting at a computer screen typing in. We don't know who they are. We have no idea who's behind that face or flower or any picture that's put up. It can be anyone, and people are very brave when it comes to being behind a computer. But let's rise above it. Let's have a fantastic day. Appreciate everything that you have today. Everything that you have. And poor Daniel Bishop, please don't feel sorry or feel embarrassed about what happened to you on the 2nd of January. These things happen. You're not a bad person. You're one of the most kind people that's on this YouTube. And I listen to your words, and your words are coming from a loving place. So everybody, have a good day, no matter what's going on in your life. Bye just now. Bye.